So, third try, guys. It seems that YouTube is totally overloaded. No technical issues. This is what we wish for now in the last try. I want to bring, as you can see, I want to bring that live stream so badly to you. So if you don't mind, make sure to smash that like button for this stream and this channel. We're doing this live streams every single day. This is like the end of market day live stream usually because the market is very active currently, and I want to just record it for you. I want to let you know what I'm doing. I want to let you know, guys, what you can do, all your options, technical, news wise, all you need to know about investing, and together we can have a great community, I believe, and this is absolutely fantastic. Therefore, smash that subscribe button if you are new here. Now let's talk about what we will talk about today. First of all, I want you to smash in your keyboard where are you watching from and what you think about the market. Will it go higher in your opinion? Has the potential to have back the all-time highs? Will it be the most awaited V recovery? Or are you in the camp of not the bullish guys, but the bearish guys, which thinks that the market is way too overvalued and the market has room to go down? So in which camp are you, bear or bear, because beer is something else, or bull? Let me know in the comments. This is my bull. He is actually brought in by New York. And this is a copy of the original bull that you can see on Wall Street. So this is part of my small studio here. So okay, so what do we start first? Let's start with something that I just put out there this morning. So as we speak, there is the company Virgin Orbit, and this company is actually trying to launch a rocket from the air. So you see the airplane, this is called, or the airplane is called Cosmic Girl, and she will drop the launch rocket 1, which will be today a test flight. So as we speak, there is a lot of I would say attention, because it's not live streamed. It's just updates on Twitter, and before the stream end, I definitely will have a look what the current status is. So make sure to stay tuned, because this is important. Not that important. It's more like an image thing for Virgin, and therefore also for Virgin Galactic, and therefore I believe that's interesting how the Virgin Galactic stock will react to that, if it will be successful. If not, we know how it will react. So let's have a look what is big news in my personal opinion, even over this long weekend for some of you guys. And so let me have a look, or let me explain you what I personally believe. So first of all, I want to show you also later on, remind me please in the live stream, I want to show you something called Google Alerts. Google Alerts is a very interesting tool where you can go just on Google, you type in Google Alerts, and then you can enter your alerts to put your company name that you're supporting and researching, or news that you want to be immediately informed about. And obviously I have things there like, for example, the Oxford vaccine, right? So I know exactly when something is breaking news out there. I directly getting an email by Google. This is a great tool. And obviously there were some news from the Oxford vaccine study that seems also having positive results. So we see now a couple of companies having a kind of like very positive results. This is obviously a very positive and bullish sign, okay? Because I believe together, summarized, there's two big camps here, two big news camps. For one, we have the vaccine camp, where we have lots and lots of candidates, lots of companies working about it. And if we have really a vaccine candidate that is tested, secure, and safe, and can be delivered in billions of veins, basically, right? Then this is huge bullish for the Wall Street. On the other side, if we are having, let's see, news about the second wave, and as I see, the lockdown is easing, the people are going to the beach, they're going in groups in US or the Ozark rivers. I have seen even Ozark Lakes. I have seen even people partying together. So we shall see how this will, develop to in a couple of weeks. Don't take this too unserious, guys. This is a very serious health crisis. I have seen people very suffer from that, even top fitness people, guys. And therefore, I believe that it's very interesting. And you know what will be the outcome in a couple of weeks? It will be showing us if the lockdown was a huge overreaction, or we will have a second wave problem, which will be drastic, guys. It will be so drastic that maybe, our health system will have huge issues to accommodate that, okay? So this will be the thing. I hope, personally, it will be the overreaction by the lockdown that, the lockdown was maybe not so necessary. But on overall, I think that it's quite nice to see that, people are putting the economy back on track, hopefully, right? This will be also interesting which data comes there out of the next couple of weeks. So this is important, guys. So this is a small ad here for my own channel. If you haven't seen the video, I just posted a Beyond Meat video, how they can become or will become a $100 billion company. And it's similar to Tesla's success. Also, the Beyond Meat could be interesting, very interesting. So make sure to switch on this video after the live stream. Do we have, let me know in the comments and in the live stream chat, do you have, or do you own, or are you Beyond Meat shareholder already, or maybe considering? I'm since $85, and I promoted this on this channel. So happy birthday to all of them that could get with me some profits already, some very nice profits actually. Let's have a look into the technical, but before we doing that, we are saying hi to all the people that came for the third time because of technical issues into the live stream. So we have people from Oregon here, United States. He thinks Beyond Meat is going up in his opinion, and it will be a mixed bag for the economy, right? Yeah. Then we have DRK, our regular from Atlanta, US. We have Hugo, our member from Lisboa. I was actually last summer in Lisboa, and a very pretty city, very nice. I will definitely revisit and let you know, guys. So yeah, I'm just reading here your comments and discussions. Those are quite interesting. And I want to directly dive with you guys into the technicals, because I think this is also important. As you know, the stock market is more and more of a technical thing going on, like big secretive funds like Renaissance Fund is hugely affected by the computer generated and algorithms that are trading much better than any human could ever do this. So as we can see, this is quite interesting, and therefore looking into some technicals is not so bad. I always like to be more news driven or be more vision driven and operational driven. but obviously technical is also a nice part to see, okay, when is a good time to go into the market, out of the market, you know, trade a little bit. So as you can see here, I definitely seeing here, let's read this first. Okay, so stocks refused to decline and closed again in no man's land between the early March gaps, upper border, and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. So as you can see, upwards we have an opportunity to go to the next, let's say, bigger resistance, which would be this orange line somewhere around 3050, I would say. Then we have the next stop at 3180, I would say, or 60-ish, and then we have 3200. So those are the, let's say, resistant barriers that we would need to cross to go higher and higher and higher. Now on the other side, we have here resistance lines at 2955, where we somewhere around as of now. Then we have some resistant lines at 2850, I would say, and then 2800 levels, and then the, I think this is the 250 days average, the blue line is the 2731, and then 2680-ish again, or to 2652. This would be the Fibonacci retracement, and then there is not a big resistance anymore. So you see, these are the important levels to go either up, either down. There are some interesting things to watch always into those levels. Now, you know, people are saying that the current stock market is highly overvalued, and that is kind of true. So let's have a look. So the most important part here is that the forward PE ratio of the S&P 500 is around 21. So this is quite high, considering that those levels were approached by 2002 levels, which was directly after the dot-com bubble. And moreover, there's even something more interesting. If you're looking then into something else, the S&P 500 is consistent of many stocks, and there's very much technology inside. Okay, so companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and the problem is in the S&P 500 as of this moment that all of these big companies are weighting quite heavily on the S&P 500. So that means that if we are taking all the stocks in the S&P 500 at the same value, right, at the same weighting, then we have a total different picture, which would be this: $106,000. This is just a graphic. If you would put $100,000 into the S&P 500 versus the S&P 500 equal weight, so all stocks are equally weight, then you have the following outcome, and which is, in my personal opinion, quite interesting. The far right side, okay, where you can actually see how much difference it is about 18% difference. So the S&P 500 as of now is 18% higher than the S&P 500 when the technological stocks wouldn't weight so much into the index. So you see that the index is so high and the recovery is so good because the technology stocks, because of the ongoing digitalization, is obviously showing us the way forward. So remember that when assessing and valuing the stock market. So, and last but not least, this is also quite interesting because people think like, what would also bring the market further up? In the end of the day, it's always the question of the investor. Doesn't matter of retail, of big pension fund, hedge fund. They always all asking the same question: where we can get the safest and the best return of our money. Now, in times where money doesn't cost anything, you know, then everything goes into different assets, and Here we see that the stocks actually getting very much attractive versus the bond over the last years. Okay, so this is another reason why so many stocks go up, because there's just no alternative, guys. Okay, it's called in the jargon, in the speaking jargon, it means TINA, Tina. There is no alternative. So this is very important, guys, to understand as well. So I want to have a look into those people who are interested into the launch of Virgin Orbit, that what they are doing right now, if it was successful or not. I think that's quite interesting. So unfortunately, there's no live stream, but there is a kind of live feed on their Twitter page. Okay, so here we have the last couple of tweets were confirming both vehicles are healthy at this time. We are officially initiating the terminal count auto sequence, which means we are approximately less than 15 minutes away of releasing Launcher 1. And then here, currently we have green lights across the board. And then they're just 2 minutes away. The Cosmic Girl has released Launcher 1. So until now, everything went very smoothly, guys. Okay, so and here's again a nice video of the start. You see here's the rocket placed on the left wing of the vehicle. It's a Boeing 747, and then we have here also a small roadmap how the overall journey will start. So here, we are having a takeoff, and then basically there's a racetrack, and here's the dropping point of Launchers 1 drop. So it seems all great so far. So for all of you out there, investors of Virgin Galactic, maybe we will have a green day tomorrow for Virgin Galactic if this goes well. Again, those companies are not connected, but it's just the big name, and it's same like if SpaceX has a huge advantage, and somehow they are technology sharing and so on. So it's always nice to see that. So I will end the stream here because I just don't want that it start to buffer again, and then we cannot or the people who want to look for the stream afterwards having problems to see it. So thank you very much for watching, and tomorrow hopefully YouTube is not that busy that we will fix that for the very first time. And don't forget the thumb up. This is very important for this channel, and also for that doesn't cost you anything, right? And means the world to me. So thank you very much, and have a nice rest of Memorial Day.